American Morning, the most news in the morning, period. Weekdays 6 Eastern.
Did the NRA, the National Rifle Association, have a spy in gun control groups? Well, a woman who spent years working to regulate gun ownership may have actually been planted by the gun lobby. It's a story you'll see only on CNN. Jason Carroll has been chasing this down, and he joins me now with more. Hi, Jason.
Hey, it's an odd story, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we're trying to get to the bottom of it. One U.S. senator says it's time for the NRA to come forward and clarify whether or not the woman who may have been working for them was also working for gun control groups.
Gun control groups knew her as Mary McFate, a woman who they thought worked with them, opposing groups like the National Rifle Association. But according to the liberal magazine Mother Jones, Mary McFate is also Mary Sapone, a paid spy, it says, working for the NRA.
I think it was an underhanded, dishonest, venal trick on the part of the gun lobby.
Brian Miller joined Ceasefire, a gun prevention group, after his brother, an FBI agent, was shot and killed. He worked with McFate at Ceasefire for 10 years, considered her a friend, a trusted colleague who sat in on many meetings.
It certainly would be to the NRA's advantage, or the gun lobby's advantage, to know how we were going to message issues ahead of time, and they had that opportunity with Mary sitting in on, virtually every council.
Public records show Mary McFate has also used the name Mary Sapone and has an address in Sarasota, Florida. Mother Jones reports that a Mary Sapone once worked at a security firm where the NRA was one of her clients. Repeated attempts by CNN to reach her for comment were unsuccessful. A spokesman for the NRA told us he could not comment. New Jersey Senator Frank Lautenberg sent the NRA a letter urging them to set the record straight. Lautenberg asked the NRA to, quote, admit whether these charges are true or false. As for McFate, her work history reads like a gun prevention group's dream candidate, leader of Pennsylvanians Against Handgun Violence, Ceasefire board member, worked for States United to Prevent Gun Violence, member of the Brady Campaign, one of the country's most prominent gun control groups. In 2005, the Sarasota Herald-Tribune profiled her, the article saying, quote, Mary McFate wants to save the world.
Obviously, she seemed very committed, and she worked with us and worked with gun violence victims.
But Brian Malty, a member of the Brady Campaign, had suspicions.
We also said, hey, look, you're a really good advocate in Florida. Why don't you start a Million Mile March chapter? Why don't you become more involved? Let's take it to the next level. And she never really wanted to do that.
And legal experts say if the allegations are true, it is unethical, but it may not be illegal, simply because it's not entirely clear any laws were broken.
You're right. Very unusual. You know, we also called the NRA this morning, invited them to come on, give us a statement to respond to the reporting, and the press secretary told us, I've told you guys repeatedly, I have no comment.
Yeah.
Very interesting story. Jason Carroll, thanks for being with us.
Right.